The Sallie house is home to a demon. Though it looks pretty average, many have experienced darkness here.
And I was weird for probably 3 months after that when I came home. Like, it was concerning.
And others, physical attacks. Despite the negativity this house exudes, many still believe Sallie is not evil and simply a little girl. But could this all be an act? Tonight, we confront Sallie with information gathered at another notorious haunted house, and what would ensue was truly terrifying.
How do you feel seeing this image?
Okay. Can you move a toy?
Oh my god, oh my god! Is this the last time we do a Sallie house?
Hey Crypt Keepers, we are back at the Sallie house after like a whole year.
Why did we have to come back here? Why?
There's been some really weird coincidences, maybe synchronicities that have brought us back here, but not only here, but also to the Villisca Axe murder house. There's just been more and more that we've learned and uncovered about these houses and a possible connection since we investigated Villisca.
Oh my god, and if you've seen that Villisca episode, which should have been the last episode I think, that was unbelievable. Like we had moving around, like, put it this way, we didn't leave disappointed, but at the same time we did leave terrified.
It's made me a lot more scared for tonight, especially the image that we got through GhostTube Seer.
Oh my god, no. Yeah.
Why did the wind pick up?
I don't know. Whoa! A year ago we came here, I thought it was a little girl. Some people think it's a demon. I'm just not so sure now. We've just had a few things happen that are just like, something ain't right about this place.
So all I'm going to say is good luck for tonight, Jared, because Sallie is known to only attack men.
Fuck's sake.
The Sallie house is said to be one of the most haunted homes in the United States, with many believing it is inhabited by a demon. The small house was built in the early 1900s in Atchison, Kansas, and was originally home to the town's doctor. Legend states that late one night, a frantic mother arrived with her sick daughter on the doorstep of this house, desperate for medical help. After a quick examination of the child, who was suffering severe abdominal pain, the doctor decided to perform an emergency operation on the child, out of fear that her appendix could burst at any moment. With no time to administer anesthesia, the doctor cut into the young girl, who would sadly pass over, with her final moments being a truly torturous experience. That little girl's name was Sallie. Some say that Sallie's spirit clung to the house in death, causing the hauntings, while others claim that occult rituals were performed in the basement of the property, which drew the activity in. It wasn't until 1993 when Tony and Deborah Pickman moved into the home, when the haunting would escalate to become one of the scariest cases of paranormal activity the United States had ever seen.
Sallie, what did I tell you?
Sallie, we see you. We know you're here.
Tony would be targeted by Sallie's vicious attacks, being scratched and even pushed down the stairs. He would also capture sight of this entity, depicting her in a drawing, but her appearance definitely did not seem to match her behaviour. Eventually, these attacks forced the Pickmans from their home, and the property has remained active since, with men tending to cop most of the aggressive activity. Our last visit to the Sallie house was an active one. Although much of the activity we received seemed childlike, the entity did reveal some personal information about Jared, stating his real name during our investigation, which was something that has followed us to many different locations. This alone left us wondering, could there be something more sinister than just a child here? Other investigators have certainly encountered something dark and possibly unholy within this house.
The first time I stayed a week in the Sallie house, it was in, I wanted to go down just because it's this iconic place that I saw on TV. I go down there, and I'm down in the basement where supposedly the pentagram on the floor is, trying to get stuff to happen. Nothing's happening. And so I think, well, if this lady was like delving in the 80s into the occult and black magic, I'll try some religious provocation. So I go, in the name of Jesus Christ, do something. Felt like a burn on the back of my leg. I'm like, I got scratched. This is awesome. Run up in the kitchen, pull up my pant leg. I don't know if anyone else ever did this. I was kind of a weird kid. But like in junior high, I'd take a lighter and burn my hairs on my arm. I don't know why, but that's what happened. Like, there was a bunch of hair missing. You could see the singed hairs and smell something burned hair off my leg. So I go up to the college, which is a Catholic college, and they have like a gift shop. I buy $150 in holy water, crucifixes, anything they had. I come back down, put one of the holy water bottles on the pentagram blob thing. We investigate the rest of the house. I come back down, grab it. Holy water's empty, and there's a cap on it, and you could see condensation inside of it, like it evaporated. And I was weird for probably 3 months after that when I came home. Like, it was concerning. Friends would come over and knock at my door and slam the door in their face, like, leave me alone. Sick of people talking to me all the time. And I knew I just wasn't right. And I actually found a church and went 3 days a week for a while, you know, and I was fine. There's things in these places that are nasty and can latch onto you, and you got to be grounded in whatever you believe in for protection. And I don't know if I'd ever want to go back down there. Maybe. I did once afterwards, and I left feeling nothing. So I kind of felt like I beat it. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to push my luck with that place.
Almost a year after our first visit, under some strange circumstances, we were drawn back to the Sallie house, along with another notorious haunt, the Villisca Axe murder house, only to learn of some strange connections between these two properties. For one, they share the same address mere states apart. There are distinct and striking visual similarities between Catherine Moore and Sallie, and that the Pickmans had also visited the Villisca Axe murder house and found the energy to be comparable between the two.
Shoot, this is probably close to 20 years ago. Deb and Tony Pickman came and did an overnight here, and I recognized him right off the bat because I remember watching that Sightings on Sci-Fi episode where he was getting scratched live on camera. He walked in here. First thing he said was the same thing that was at his house is here. The same feeling, like same whatever.
Not certain that any of this was relevant, we decided to investigate both properties to explore these links. We began at the Villisca murder house and uncovered something very compelling during a GhostTube Seer session. This tool uses AI and environmental readings to deliver images in a virtual space to investigators. And after asking about Sallie, the device would show me an image that was quite chilling and definitely supports the theory that Sallie is not a little girl.
Maybe you can show me Sallie. Do you know who Sallie is? Oh.
What?
There is a weird looking creature on a bed, sitting on the bed looking at me. It has two horns on its head, staring straight ahead. That looks like just a demon. I don't know what else to describe it as.
Some of you would also comment that one of our ST's responses seemed to suit the Sallie house history more than that of Villisca.
Is the doctor in?
Is the doctor in? No. Do you need a doctor? Oh.
And a lot of the other activity we documented that night would be eerily similar to what we would find at Sallie's house. If you haven't yet watched our investigation at Villisca, I highly recommend doing so, because you will see how these investigations complement one another and it is actually pretty terrifying. But now, if you think you're ready to tackle whatever lurks in the Sallie house with us, hit like on this video, make sure you're subscribed, and let's jump into investigating.
It is so weird to be back, but I'm really pumped for tonight. I have this electrical feeling, like I just getting the sense that a lot's going to happen.
At my expense, because this is the house where the men get scratched, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, you don't know this, but do you remember when you were reading House of the Dragon before we travelled?
Vaguely. What about it?
Do you remember that night I said that book flew off of your side table while you were asleep?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yes. What's that got to do with this place?
That was the night that I booked for us to return to the Sallie house, and you wouldn't know that because this was supposed to be a surprise for you.
Why does it happen to me?
I don't know, Carol. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. This is where the whole Carol thing started. That's so freaky.
I'm also a little on edge after Villisca because we had that, I want to call it a demon-looking creature come through Seer, and that was just as we started talking about Sallie, like they almost knew who Sallie was. Maybe you can show me Sallie. Do you know who Sallie is? Oh.
And Johnny from Villisca House, he did say that whatever was haunting the Sallie house, they reckon it's also haunting there. Like it's the same entity or the same type of entity.
Anyway, I'm going to roll GhostTube. We'll start our walk through. I say we just kick things off in the basement.
The most terrifying part, right?
To kick things off, we'd start in one of the scariest parts of the house, where alleged dark rituals occurred, but we did manage to get a fright even before we made it downstairs.
Right.
What the f? Was that the basement door?
It said look!
Was that the basement door?
That's a toilet.
What the f?
It said look.
Look?
As soon as I opened it said look. Look in there, open it.
It's just a toilet.
The toilet is kind of spooky.
What are we looking for? What are we looking at?
Did you just open that door? I just squealed then. That scared the shit out of me. That was weird.
Do you reckon it's just like a dodgy door?
It could be.
Is that... We'll come back and check that later, huh?
Well, let's go down to the basement and...
I thought it was the basement door. That would have been...
That would have been worse.
I mean, that would have been worse, yeah, for sure. This is the basement door right here. I'm going to say maybe it's a dodgy door.
Yeah, I think it's a dodgy door. Is that some water in the toilet?
You're joking me.
Did the ghost just go in and out of the toilet? Maybe it just does that though.
No, these toilets, they only fill up once you use it and then it refills. You know what, we came here to investigate the f***ing basement, but like all of our episodes, we somehow end up in the f***ing toilet. Look, I'm going to leave the door open because it obviously seems a bit dodge, but that toilet flushing is doubly creepy now. You know what, even if it's a dodgy door, for a spirit, I wonder if a dodgy door's... Is that tap running now? Dripping?
Is that what that noise is? I can hear the fridge, but I definitely heard a tapping over here.
Oh, this place is f***ing creeping me out. Door, for a spirit, I wonder if a dodgy door's...
Just for the record, we were able to debunk both the toilet door opening on its own and the noise the water made, which occurs periodically, but the tapping noises were interesting. We originally thought they may have been caused by the sink, but we weren't able to find evidence of a water drip. Yet moments later, as we were moving our wide-angle camera's position, we received a pretty chilling response, which may have signified where the noises came from.
Window?
Window? Oh my god, look out the window. We're now going down into the basement. Jara, just watch his step because this is so sketchy. Definitely just as creepy as I remember. Much colder. It's very off-putting, hey?
Yeah, and what's this, like a skipping rope?
No.
No, that's a power cable.
Remember this last time we were talking, I was just talking about the pentagram because they believe there was rituals done here, a lot of occult practices, dark sort of stuff, to the point where they scrubbed the supposed pentagram off of the floor. That's this big black mark here. But as soon as I put GhostTube on it, it said rituals. I guess this is the notorious
Rituals.
infamous... What?
Did I say rituals?
Holy
What?
I'm gonna try that again. If I can replicate, that would be freaking wild.
Drum roll. Cue rituals, ghost.
Tell me something about where this device is. Can you tell me anything?
They can't all be winners, I suppose, can they? Do you know, okay, so people conducted rituals here, but do we know why? Like,
maybe it's just that you're into some really freaky stuff. You just want to conjure stuff in the basement of a house. And then the next family that moves in after you has to deal with the repercussions, like getting scratched all the time and pushed down the stairs. It's pretty much what happened.
but why couldn't you do this in like the living room, somewhere more comfortable?
You want that on your living room floor? At least this way you can kind of just hide what you're doing down here. I don't know.
Speaking of pentagram, look, we have some authentic, non-authentic graffiti by the looks. Bagel was here. Bo Bagel. Cover.
Cover? Oh wait. Cover as in like this black stuff is covering what was under it maybe? That might be a stretch, but
what it's covering.
What, can you tell me about this hole? Can you tell us what happened down here? Last time we came down here, we had this warning as well. Like as soon as we came down the stairs, GhostTube said something like danger or caution. I can't quite remember.
Danger.
Did I just say danger?
But then the only other thing we had down here was rituals, which is super relevant to the story. Probably head up the stairs next, but I do just want to show this little depiction of Sallie here. And you know, if Sallie is actually a little girl, her story is very tragic. And similar to the Villisca house, you have a tragic death, but not only a tragic death of a child. So if what a lot of people claim is true, that there's some other kind of entities here and it's not, you know, the murdered family or the young girl who passed here haunting the place, and it's something else, like let's say a demon, it's interesting to see that there's those connections there, those correlations. But if Sallie is just a little kid, it's so freaking sad.
Disagree.
Is that a sign that it's not a little girl? Disagree?
Yeah, that's weird. What do you disagree with though? The connection between Villisca, that Sallie's a little girl, or maybe even that Sallie's a demon? I think because I wasn't asking a direct question there, it's kind of hard to say.
What do you think of Amy's bow?
That's a toilet! It must just do that.
Alright, let's go. Oh, you know what else happened? That was really weird. So we got here today.
Did you freaking close that? It's the
Let's
noise.
just leave it open. Let's just leave it open. So we got here today and I totally forgot this happened last time. But I walked in, I'm like, oh Amy, my lips feel really weird, like I've just had a mint. Like it felt sort of like that burning, cooling sensation when you've just had a mint, but I haven't had a mint. And Amy reminded me that that actually happened last year. Except I described it a little bit differently. I said something about my lips feeling like they were hot or tingly. I've got hot lips. Like,
what?
My top lip feels hot. Like my top lip feels hot, like irritated. So that happened as soon as we walked in. We walked in with our bags and it happened to me again. Same feeling as last time, my lips. Actually, it's a little bit different. It's not like a hot lips. This time it's more like cold lips. Like when you've just had a mint and your lips are all cold. I've just got that as I walked into the house.
All right, hot lips. And now we're heading upstairs towards Sallie's room, which is cool because it's so filled with toys. Oh my God.
I don't miss this room, that's for sure.
It's like they're having a little tea party.
Oh, that's cute. Hang on, I'm not fit. Let's just catch my breath.
That is like the smallest staircase in the world as well.
I think I saw some cat balls in here today as well. Oh my God!
Fuck? Did you hit that?
No, I went up to this and was going through here. Because there's cat balls in here.
It's still going. Why are you throwing balls at it?
The cat balls!
Oh my God. I don't even know what to, like that happened, that was moving and I was like, oh, it was like filming. I think my finger was in the way and that cat ball's going off now. Or whatever that is. I don't know what, we had the daddy doll, which I know is still in here. We call it daddy doll because it sings a song. It go off last time when we were in here. Can you give us a sign if there's a certain toy you want us to play with? Oh.
Is it like motion sensor or something?
I don't know. Baby.
Click activated. Should I touch it?
Oh, I don't know. It's not going to bite you.
Oh my God! Oh, fuck. So it's touch activated? Did I touch it though?
I
Were you
don't
filming me
know.
when it happened?
I think I might have been.
Cat balls in here today as well. Oh my God! Cat balls in here today as well. Oh my God!
From this replay, you can just see that Jared doesn't actually touch the doll to activate its movement, but whether he had caused some sort of vibration that triggered it is something I am not sure about. Either way, this was creepy as all hell.
That is the scariest thing I've seen in my life ever. It's weird, last time we had a toy go off. This time we've had another toy, and maybe it's not that weird because like there's a million toys in here, but At Villisca, we also had toys go off.
We're actually angled. Oh my god! What the f? I'm recording.
I don't know, mate. Is that a similarity we can draw a line between? I don't know.
The interesting thing about that one is it wasn't electronic either, so there's no way that one is motion activated or anything. That's like a mechanical thing.
Is that a way to be like, we're little kids, play with us? All right, Sallie, we want to play. Actually, I'm pretty sure last time GhostTube said play or something of the like, but it also said scratch. Yeah.
Play with me.
Oh, I would love to play with you.
That is really creepy.
Ugh.
I wasn't touching it that time. The bed wasn't being touched that time.
It just said scratch.
She scratches men, right?
Yeah.
If the demon believers are correct, I mean, their point, I'm sure their point would be that a demon might be using those words to try and fool people into getting close to it. Like, I'm an innocent child, play with me.
But you know, also we did our Estes in here, and that was very interesting because it really seemed like a child was coming through, not just like the demeanor of how it was sort of spoken through the spirit box, but the words that it was saying. But then it said your name, and no one knows your name. Here, Carol.
What? That name holds relevance to me.
You just know it as Jared, which is actually your middle name, so it's actually freaking weird.
It's probably the first personal thing about me that's come up in investigation. At first I was like, maybe it's just, you know, false positive or whatever, but then it came up at like 5 or 6 other venues after that.
This had always been one of our most chilling responses. And for some additional context, Jared is actually Jared's middle name, with his first name being Carol, an ancestral name in his family, but he's always just been referred to as Jared. So it felt a little off to us that this information would be revealed by a little girl. Furthermore, that name would go on to follow us to so many different haunted locations all around the world. To this day, we're not sure why, and that is another reason we'd always wanted to return to the Sallie house.
All right, Sallie, we're here for you though. Maybe you can come up to these lights next to me. I'm not going to hurt you. I'll just like to play. Maybe you can move something else in this room.
What is it about toys? Like, I mean, kids play with them, but for some reason, like, looking at these toys, they're just freaky looking. What is it about toys?
All right, let's check out this room with the closet as well. I remember that being really weird. And this closet is where a little girl on a day tour was playing with another kid, but the kid, there was no other kid. It was an invisible child.
That is creepy.
That is, and there's some toys in here. Maybe you prefer to play in here. Oh, that was loud.
Can you play music games?
No.
Can I have a shot? Maestro.
Wow.
If you want more music like that, can you come talk to us and hang out with us and we'll keep playing with you.
There was another bedroom, and you know, people say other children haunt this house as well. And there has been activity in this room. It's less investigated and I guess maybe less famed, or I don't know if it's less active. It might not be, but it's definitely not like one of the hot spots investigators come. But I thought we would kind of end our walkthrough in here just to show you the room and see if we pick anything up or gauge anything in here.
How come you spirits don't hang around in this room? Oh. Seems like if you're gonna haunt a house, you would run all around the house, wouldn't you? Run amok?
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Tell us how come you don't like coming into this room. Or maybe you do.
Jump.
Okay. You gotta jump too.
Trying to keep the camera stable. Oh, maybe someone jumping on the bed.
Ah. We're not going to do that because...
No, we won't, but like, I feel like a kid would want to jump on the bed.
Can you jump on the bed? We might see it, actually.
Can you jump on the bed for us? Can I just try something? Can I check the stability of this bed? Check this out, Ames. Will we see Sallie tonight? Outlook good. Ooh.
It was now time to get some answers from Sallie. Firstly, we set up a still GhostTube SLS camera to monitor the ground floor of the house. And as soon as we left this space to head upstairs to Sallie's room, we documented some EMF activity that almost appeared to follow us upstairs. Meanwhile, Jared and I would reach out in Sallie's room, where we'd earlier had a baby doll crawl across the floor. Here, we wanted to perform an ST session, as this was something we'd had an interesting time with on our last visit. This saw Jared lay on the bed and wear noise-cancelling headphones while listening to a spirit box and relaying anything he heard come through, while I asked questions that he could not hear. Additionally, Jared would also wear GhostTube Lens to further sensory deprive himself in an immersive virtual environment, where he would digitally scry white noise while GhostTube Seer ran, with the potential to generate images via AI using environmental readings. These experiments are pretty new and available publicly too, so check the app stores for GhostTube Seer and links below for GhostTube Lens. But now, let's get into the experiment.
Hello? Is there anyone here who would like to talk to me? This is my second time here to the Sallie house. I just want to say thanks for having me. Is Sallie around?
That.
That? What are you referring to?
Have you thought of it?
Maybe. If you tell me what that is, I can tell you. Do you remember us?
Very. I'm seeing a vision of a man's face.
Okay.
He's got dark hair and dark eyes.
Who is the man? Can you tell us who the man is? It's also funny when I'm like, do you remember us? Very, like, it really does. I know that's not the normal word that you would use, but... Is Sallie a little girl?
Everyone.
Everyone. Sallie is everyone. Now we're using a new tool here, a new way to talk to you, and maybe you've already tried it out and shown Jared a man's face.
Powerful.
Are you talking about yourself?
Reproductive.
That's odd.
3.
3. Have you ever been to another house with the same address as this one? Perhaps one in Villisca, Iowa. Maybe you can show us what you look like as well. I asked that same question. I asked to see Sallie at a different house and it showed me something interesting sitting on a bed.
Wait.
Okay.
It didn't happen.
It's almost like it didn't want that image of itself revealed.
The way it's happening.
Can you show me what you look like then? Or perhaps come have a tea party with me.
You know me.
I know you. I feel like we're...
Here.
Okay, I feel like we're friends, so yeah.
6, 6.
6?
You like it?
Can you come have a tea party with me? Maybe you can move this doll. Or go to these red lights.
There's her dark organ piano music.
Thanks for the music. Can you tell me who you are then, if we're good friends? I've come a long way to have a cuppa with you. Do you know this guy on the bed? Do you remember him?
The power, or power.
What is your power?
He's got it.
Jared has it?
I'm telling you. You don't have it.
I don't have it, but he has it?
What haunts it? Here.
Is it a demon or a child?
It's higher ranking.
Oh my god.
Organ music again.
This feels a lot darker than last time we were here. A lot darker. Higher ranking, like a higher ranking demon? Alright, let's cut the games, because I know we came here to play with you, but can you just tell us why you like people coming to this house, or maybe why you don't?
An Australian.
We're from there. That's kind of weird. What else do you know about us?
Experience. The pillow.
Pillow? Experience the pillow? Like the one right beneath Jared's head?
Where to?
Where would you like us to go tonight?
Here, a small click is documented on the audio, followed by a deep voice that is almost growl-like. This is faint, and not something I remember hearing in the moment, but I do find it curious as directly after this occurs, I turn to look behind me.
Get it right.
Can you show us another image? Show us you, maybe show what you think of us. You still there, Sallie? Or someone else?
You'll have to sell your...
Sell my what?
You.
What do you want from me?
Completely.
What does that mean?
The room downstairs.
You want me in the room downstairs completely alone? Is it me or him you'd like in the room down there?
The door. I'll collect them.
What are you collecting down there?
The deal.
Who did you make a deal with?
Killed.
Are you talking about the little girl or... Who was killed?
The thunderstorm. Before.
There was a thunderstorm last time we were here. Maybe you can tell us what else you remember from our last visit.
American souls. The United States.
You're here for souls? From this country? This is getting really weird, guys. Like,
We will provide. I'm getting an image. Ugh. I'm getting 2 cloaked white people in a room with either bars or windows that have, like, you know, a hatching.
What?
2 white cloaked
Jeez.
figures. Like they're in white cloaks. Picture a nun, but like white, and their faces all black. I can't see anything.
I don't know if it's talking about harvesting souls or something. Maybe
This
that's...
is Jared here. Can you show me Sallie? I want to see Sallie.
Maybe that's how it sees us in this room or something.
Maybe.
Maybe. Is that how you see us? Or you might show Sallie. We might have already seen Sallie.
Take me.
Take you where?
Take me.
Well, you can't have Jared. I'm officially freaked out. I don't really... We've been doing this a lot for a long time now. I don't get that freaked out. But this is weird. This is really weird. Go on, show us Sallie.
Oh my god. I think I just said Carol again.
Okay.
It's like Carol or Harold or something like that.
Did you follow us last year?
You cried.
Oh, I cried at Veliska. Is that what you're talking about? The other house? At
It was me.
You made me cry? At 508 2nd Street in Veliska?
Yeah.
That's weird. You like that? I feel like Jared's getting agitated. I can see him like moving his feet around. And yes, he has no shoes on right now.
I want to see Sallie. This is Jared. I want to see Sallie. Show me. I'm saying a house.
Is it Sallie's house?
It's sort of got a veranda like the Sallie house, but the front veranda is sort of enclosed.
You're trying to...
It's a small house, though, like the Sallie house.
Are you trying to show us where we are?
It's got some bushes and some little bushes at the front along the veranda. And maybe a black handbag or a little bag on the doorstep or something. There's something on the doorstep.
This image almost looks more like a shrine than a house to me, but perhaps this is just the interpretation of the AI and it was in fact trying to depict a house like the one we were in. It's interesting that Jared picks up on the detail of a bag on the front doorstep, which he described as a handbag. But once I looked at this image, I thought it looked just like the doctor's bag downstairs.
I want to see Sallie. Show me Sallie.
I thought I just heard noise out here.
Show me Sallie. Show me Sallie.
Okay, if you don't want to show what Sallie really looks like, show us how you want us to see Sallie.
Bright.
Bright. Okay, you want us to see as a bright little girl? How do you want Sallie to be shown to us?
Before.
You've shown her it before?
I'm seeing blood. It's still forming blood. Oh my god. I'm seeing blood on the floor and in the corner of a room and I'm seeing blood all over like the floor.
Is this what happened to Sallie?
This image was a pretty weird one to see. A blood-covered floor could be relevant to the classic ghost story of Sallie, being operated on by the home's doctor before passing away. Yet, it could also connect back to the Villisca Axe murder house, where we received a similar blood-covered image.
I'm sorry.
I'm scared. Kid's voice. I'm scared. Wait. Man's voice.
I was just apologising to Sallie, because like, what if it is a little kid? What if the stories are true? Or like, Sallie, if you are here, I'm so sorry for what happened to you. That's what you're trying to show us. Is there someone else with you, Sallie?
Show me Sallie.
I just heard tapping behind this camera in the hall. Maybe you can tell me about this doll down here. Was that Jared that triggered that off? It is getting quite cold in here. I can feel that cold. Okay, we're going to leave this room soon, but I really want to see Sallie.
Getting an image of bloody Egyptian figures.
Are you really old, Sallie? Have you been here a very long time?
It's like an Egyptian hieroglyph of someone holding a severed head to someone else and showing them, or something bloody. They're holding it and they're showing another figure.
That's very strange.
I want to see Sallie. Show me Sallie.
This is your last chance. You
can't.
I feel like Sallie doesn't want to show Sallie. Do you have anything else to show, Jared?
I thought I just heard the word demon.
Anything else to say or show Jared?
Hang on, I need to stop.
Okay.
I just feel like... Let me just stop.
That got real dark, hun. Really.
I just feel like... I was getting a lot of mucus in my throat then. I don't know if it's the way I was laying, but... I don't know, I just feel really congested all of a sudden. I just felt like gross in the throat and the chest.
Do you still have the seer image on your phone from Villisca? Because I got the feeling Sallie does not want to show us what Sallie actually looks like. But I feel like if we show that image, it's almost like a trigger.
Here, I had a gut feeling that whatever was in the house did not want its true form to be revealed or shown, which kind of makes sense if this thing has been masquerading as a little girl for all these years. So we decided to use the seer image we received after asking about Sallie at the Villisca house as a sort of trigger to the entity. This is when things really took a turn.
So this is the image that we were shown recently at the other house that has the same address as this one. When we asked, show us Sallie, we want to know what Sallie looks like.
How do you feel seeing this image?
Can you make a noise or do something to show us that you're acknowledging this? Okay, that definitely... I mean, that was the bed. You were just on it. That is weird though. There's... Can you move a toy?
Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god!
Oh, it's going towards the red pot! Oh my god! Are you right back? That has not gone off the whole time. Oh, I think we stirred it up.
Oh my god, could this be so... Is it this image? You don't like us looking at you?
I may have kicked the baby, but the REM pod has not gone off that whole time. Might want to close the phone, Jared. Are you alright?
Is this the last time we're doing Sallie house?
I don't know, maybe.
The mood of this entire session was strange. It almost seemed dark, but at the same time, as though whatever it was did not want to be called out and revealed. And just as we did so, we received the activity we had been asking for, with the REM pod triggering strongly for the first time that night, and add to this the doll moving for the second time. From the replay, you can clearly see that I don't actually make contact with the doll at all. We did mess around with the doll to test if it was sound activated, which it did not seem to be, yet maybe the vibrations of our movements had triggered it. Either way, I do find it an odd and very creepy coincidence that I asked this immediately before the incident.
Can you move a toy?
We now decided to head back downstairs to continue reaching out to see if we could gather more evidence.
And now time for a new segment on AmysCrypt.
What the f is this?
I don't know, Jared's Circle of Doom or something?
Jared's Circle of Doom. I hope this isn't going to be a regular thing on AmysCrypt.
Things are going off already. The EMF is spiking.
While we were setting up, actually, the REM pods went off too.
Literally,
all of them.
both the REM pods, the EMF and the lantern were all going off. We also have the stairs monitored right now, and we have a bunch of balls on there. Balls come down the stairs a lot. That is a common thing, and that's why we have the balls on there. We're hoping Sallie can hear us and wants to push the balls down.
So what am I supposed to do here? Like just call out to Sallie?
Yeah, Sallie likes you the best.
Sallie, if you're... Oh! My God, they all just lit up. Thank you, Sallie, if that's you. You know what, Sallie, I'm going to go up and I'm going to try and get a yes-no thing happening here. Anything on this side is going to be a yes. Anything on this side is going to be a no. Do you understand? Sallie, if you can come up to us and... Oh my God. Were you with us at the Veliska house? That was a no, maybe?
Have you ever been to another house that has the same address as this one? Can you ask the same question I just did? Because I feel like it's only going to answer you.
Were you with us at another house that has the same address as this location? Just lit up. This one.
If you were with us in the bedroom before, can you go towards one of the red lights? If you go towards the red light, it does this.
Was it you that moved the doll upstairs tonight?
Is that like a confirmation? Yeah, I moved the doll.
Can you enter the circle with me? Enter the circle with me.
How do you feel there?
Oh my God! I just asked it to enter the circle with me as well. So I'm feeling pretty f***ing terrified.
Can you push one of the balls down the stairs?
I'm going to use my telekinetic powers to move the ball down the stairs myself. You ready?
You want to know something really fun? Oh!
What?
Like, as you were blowing out, there's a light, like a lens flare from the infrared light over there watching the stairs. And there was like a light flare cut. It looked like there was smoke or something coming out your mouth.
Sallie, if you really want to make an impact on me, I want you to light up everything at the same time. The balls, the lantern, the REM pods, this strip thing, all of it. Really shake the house down. By the way, me moving around doesn't set this off. So all you haters can go cram it. Was there ever a little girl at this house? Can I just say something that's really, really weird? I'm getting a scent right now of something sweet, like donuts. That's the best way I can describe it, like donuts.
I can't smell anything.
At this point, I decided to roll GhostTube on the opposite side of the room to see if we could get any communication that was more detailed than just asking yes or no questions.
We should make Jared's Circle of Doom a thing.
You actually like it. Alright, Sallie, now you've got a way to talk to us. You can go to the lights over there. Maybe you can give us a word.
Oh my God.
What?
The ladybug's here in the circle with me.
Oh, you were joking that was the demon earlier.
It's right here. Quick, do you want me to film it? Oh, there's two of them! Oh my God, there's two of them! Oh, they're coming to me. Is this, Sallie, is this you? Are you the ladybug? You know what's weird though? Being serious, it poses a little girl, right? They say to like fool people, like something innocent like a ladybug. Like, could that be the same thing?
You did invite it in the circle with you.
They're crawling along the wire.
We did notice the ladybug or the ladybird on the wall earlier, and Jared was joking, saying it was the demon. No.
The demon taking form.
I know you've got 2 in the circle. We're just being silly, but honestly, I don't know, that's random.
You know what though? In horror movies, it's always like flies and bees and bugs and shit. Why couldn't it be a ladybug?
Because they're too cute.
Sallie, if this is you sending me a message, I want a 3rd ladybug. I want 3 ladybugs in here with me right now. Otherwise, I'm not buying this bullshit.
Jared, what if Sallie's a little girl?
Darling. The ladybugs can't set them off, can they?
What?
The ladybug just started flying off.
We continued reaching out for some time but received no responses of interest and nothing further from the ladybirds. So we decided to leave a still camera to monitor the staircase and the creepy baby doll while we descended into the basement to perform a GhostTube Vox session, a place where supposed dark rituals took place, which might have been the whole reason for the Sallie house haunting.
Hello, my
Hello.
name is Amy, this is Jared. Is your name Sallie? Is there anyone down here who wants to talk?
1930s. So the 1930s, huh? What happened down here in the 1930s?
I'm in hell.
I'm in hell! Oh my god! That just said I'm in hell.
Who are we talking to? Oh, I've got the chills now. Oh my god.
Can you tell us where you are? That sounds like a different language.
That is a different language.
Can you tell us where you are? That I'm in hell was like clear as day.
I know. That was freaking weird.
I feel like we've been on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go to places and they're really quiet, but tonight has been very eventful.
Why are you saying really dark things?
Can you tell us once and for all about Sallie? What is Sallie? Is Sallie a little girl or is Sallie a demon? Just tell us. We want to know. Tell them. Yes, tell us. Tell us. Were you with us at the Villisca Axe murder house? Were you there with us? What draws people to these houses? What?
I just realised I'm standing like right on top of this little...
Oh, shit.
Can you tell me what's beneath my...
They'll see.
Can you tell me what's beneath my feet?
What are we standing on right now? What's the significance of this spot right here? It's laughter.
Funny.
Someone was playing with a little doll upstairs earlier tonight and set it off a couple of times. I've left it upstairs on the landing. If it was you, can you go up and do that again for us?
Can you tell me what hell is like? Let's have a look in this hole. But this hole back here, people always get drawn towards it. Maybe it's just these pipes. Is that a toilet?
I'll tell you what, that toilet.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Alright, I'd love for you to tell me about this hole. Where are we standing right now? Can you tell us where we are?
Right. They want to...
Pray. They want to. We should be praying? You want us to pray down here? I know Johnny had a really weird story down here with that holy water.
Yeah.
And he got burnt and holy water evaporated. Do you remember our friend Johnny?
Yeah.
Yep.
What did Johnny do down here?
Now.
Is it alright that people come down here still?
S'mores.
So again, last time we were here, I can't remember if I put the phone down or I went to put the phone down, but it said rituals. This was our other app, but I'm going to see if GhostTube Vox reacts similarly. Can you tell me about this area, this space here? What's down here, just beneath my hand?
Fish.
A fish?
Fish? I don't know if that's like symbolic or something. Fish. Is that something used in rituals or occult practices? I don't know. What were you trying to do here? Were you trying to do something that was good or something that was bad? Is it true what they say about this basement? Or is that just a story?
I'm going to spell out a word, and then I'm going to try and get this to say the word to me. V-E, love. It's a J, but it looks like an L. There you go, love. Can you
Jove.
see that? Can you see that?
Yeah.
We'll accept love, or we'll accept Jove, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I've just spelled out a word on the floor. Just to help us know that we're speaking to someone that's intelligent, can you tell us what that says? Love! It just said love!
Did it?
Yes, it just said love. Thank you. That was like spot on. I was like, no.
Are you sure it said it?
I swear it did. Do you want to stop and play it back?
Hearing such a direct and clearly intelligent response come through GhostTube Vox was amazing, but we wanted to make sure it truly sounded like love and not just a similar word, so we decided to replay our recording. But let's put it to your test. Leave what you can hear in a comment below. We now come to a point in the night where we wanted to split up and sleep alone, to see if activity would occur while we weren't actively reaching out. For this, Jared decided to brave sleeping in Sallie's room and hoped not to get scratched. It also looks like he hand-picked out an Annabelle doll to sleep with for some reason too, while I chose to sleep alone on the ground floor. Here's what we documented before morning.
Whoa, this couch is slinky.
Oh, we forgot the dum-dums. Oh, we actually brought some too.
They're on the table, Sally. If you want the dum-dums, go get them.
I can just see like a silhouette of like 100 different toys on the floor over in the corner of this room right now.
Did you put that baby in there?
Yeah, she's in there somewhere.
Imagine the baby goes off.
Don't scare the shit out of me because I can't actually see it.
Man, this couch is rooted. How many asses probably sat on here as well?
And this bed. Sallie?
As dawn broke on the Sallie house, we were thankful to have made it through another night, and although the activity we had this time around was distinctly darker than our last visit, we'd still actually enjoyed our time at the Sallie house. While we cannot conclusively say that the Villisca Axe murder house and the Sallie house are linked, we did have a very peculiar run of investigations at both of these extremely haunted houses. I am personally sure that both of these properties are active, and while a lot of our captures did seem cheeky and playful, could they have really been caused by the spirits of children? Or was it something more sinister? Something that did not like to be exposed for its true form? You'll have to leave us a comment to share your thoughts on this. It's something we really do appreciate you doing. It will also be worth checking to see that you are both subscribed to this channel and have all notifications turned on, as our next episode will take you into the heart of the bloodiest 47 acres of America, where execution, solitary confinement and death have left behind one very active haunt. You won't want to miss our paranormal investigation of the Missouri State Penitentiary.
Oh my god, so I think that's a wrap on the Sallie house, another one in the bag, Jared.
A night.
It was really cool. We had a lot going on. The Estes was extremely creepy. We had the frickin' baby doll move. I don't know that that was paranormal, but
Freaky.
Freaked the shit out of me. The same with the bathroom door and the toilet flushing. But again, I don't think that was paranormal, 100% not.
Jared's Circle of Doom.
Jared's Circle of Doom was fun.
It was fun. I actually felt like we had a really good night. It was good.
It was really good. Thank you, Sallie. Whether you're a little girl or a demon, what do you guys think?
I also do feel like I heard a couple of noises in the room with me last night.
I was hearing stuff down here, but yeah, I did not sleep well, and now we need to find a place so I can edit my video. I've got so much work to do and the video coming out tomorrow, but that's another story. But I do want to just say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. We have a lot coming up and that really, really helps us out. You want to do more reading on this place, AmysCrypt.com, and we post bonus content to Patreon and YouTube members. And follow me everywhere you can. I'm on social media, in all the places. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.
Bye.